Good morning, and welcome to your weekly message from First Congregational Church, Milford, New Hampshire. I'm your pastor, back from vacation, Al Hoyt. Today is Thursday, August 29th. So, we're beginning to get into our busy fall season at the church. It's kind of exciting to be back after a few weeks of vacation. More about that later. So, tomorrow, August 30th, if you're one of those, and today, if you're one of those who worships from home, you may come in and pick up your communion elements between 9:30 and 1 o'clock. Sunday, September 1st, Labor Day Sunday, we will be worshiping outdoors if weather permits. But if not, we'll move indoors. It's not that big a deal for us. Please bring your own camp style or folding chair if you have one. There's no Sunday school, but coffee hour is back, hosted by the Board of Trustees. Monday, September 2nd, is Labor Day, and the church office will, of course, be closed. If you are in town, come to the Labor Day parade that starts at 1 o'clock and starts off from the high school. You might see some big chicken man walking along with the Rotary Club, so something to look forward to and jeer as it goes by. I know many of you saw me at the Amherst 4th of July parade, and we had an awful lot of fun with that, so I'm looking forward to doing it again, and I hope you're looking forward to capturing me on film. Wednesday, September 4th, the Garden Friends will be on the grounds. The deacons will be meeting at 10 a.m. It's a hybrid meeting, so the Zoom link will go out that morning, probably right around 8. Thursday, September 5th, is our first choir rehearsal. 7:30 here in the sanctuary. I hope some of you, if you've been considering coming and joining us in the choir, would do so. I know there's a couple of people in the congregation that have absolutely lovely voices, and I was kind of hoping that maybe we could convince them to come and join us. You don't have to make a major commitment. It's a Thursday night rehearsal and then Sunday morning during worship. But you don't have to read music. We could work with you on that. But it's always a lot of fun. And it's always good to see friends and to be part of the worship service. So if you've been considering it, please join us. And if you know anybody who's a singer who is looking for a church, invite them to come and join us. On Sunday, September 8th is Rally Day. And that's our Sunday school returns. It's Grandparents' Day. So there'll be a lot going on, and following the service, you can drop off any of your material for the Laura G. Heald Savers fundraiser. Put the items behind the curtain on the stage, please. So, please note, Sunday school registration. All parents who will have a child or children attending Sunday school must fill out a Sunday school registration and annual permission slip for each child. Forms are available from Vicki, and I'm sure they'll be available in the narthex starting on the September 1st. Coffee hour for sign-ups for September through December is in and available in the parish house. And the sign-up for the September potluck, the theme Family Favorites, is also in the parish house. Please volunteer to help out. Thank you. So, clean out your closets. This is a great opportunity. The Laura G. Heald Women's Group is going to be doing a fundraiser from August 24th to September 25th. Clothes, linens, textiles, small household items, and books. You drop it off on the dates listed. September 22nd at 11:30 to 1, September 8th, and 15th and 22nd during church coffee hour. Wednesdays, September 11th, 18th, 25th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you need another time, contact Karen Swenson or the church office, and you can arrange to drop everything off at the church, at the parish house. And if you're bringing it in by yourself, put it on the stage, please. So they're going to try something new this year. Instead of a rummage sale, they're going to be taking all of these donations down to Savers, and turning them in. The things that don't really have any value will be recycled, and the things that have value will be purchased by savers, and we'll use that as the fundraiser. So it's looking kind of interesting and seeing what's going on. So this is my first week back from vacation. It has been, of course, as you would expect, to be a little bit hectic. A lot of different phone calls and emails and a lot of that, and people stopping by to say hello. But we had an absolutely lovely vacation. We ended up not going to Illinois because my grandson and both of my older grandsons ended up going to Switzerland for a Boy Scout high adventure camp. So we really couldn't arrange the time to be out there. I'm sure we'll see them right around Christmas time. But we spent most of our time doing projects around the house, replacing screens that the dogs had torn up. And we spent quite a bit of time doing little day trips. We went up to New London to the Ice House Museum. If you've never been there, it's absolutely fascinating. They have a collection of antique cars that it just boggles the mind. Quite a few of them. We got to ride in a 1928 Ford open touring car, which was really kind of fun. There's a lot to see there. It's kind of a fun trip. It's in New London. And then we went to Boston for a day, took the bus out of Nashua, which we've never done before. It's the first time we've been back to Boston in 7 years. Can you believe it? We went down to the Boston Public Library and watched a live session of Boston Public Radio. That's one of WGBH Radio's daily programs, goes from 11 to 2. Sometimes when we listen to it, we know it's time to go home when they say they're signing off for the day. But we went down to Boston, and so they have, in the Boston Public Library, they have a studio, and it's quite an impressive studio. It's really kind of interesting to watch the whole proceeding. And then we went to the Wright Museum in Wolfboro. We've been by there a bunch of times, and you go, as you turn the corner, you see this building with a tank sticking out of it. And we said, well, that looks kind of interesting. And one of the fascinating things about the Wright Museum is while it does focus on the World War II years, going from about 1936 to 1945, but the fascinating thing about it is it has almost as much, many displays showing the home front and what was going on at homes in America. They have a complete mock-up of a kitchen from the 1930s that looks identical to my grandmother's kitchen. They have a complete, they had a complete dentist's office, they had a barbershop, and all these different things, and a lot of description about what was going on at home. And then as you walked through, there's what's called a time tunnel that starts in 1939 and goes to 1945. And it shows all of the things that were going on at home while the war was going on. And it was just an absolutely fascinating visit. I highly recommend it. Even Verna, who doesn't usually care for war museums, really enjoyed this one. So, excuse me. So we had a great, relaxing time. We were at the Brick House like a week ago. We stopped there to have dinner and saw the trivia crowd and some of our members of our church who are in the trivia crowd. And Liz Bruce looked at us and said, "I've never seen you so relaxed." So thank you, Liz. It was awesome. So it has been a very, very relaxing time. And thank you for all of those who filled in for me while I was gone. I haven't watched any of the worship services yet. I will. So please join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. So it was a grand vacation. Of course, September means Highland Games. And this year, my September vacation will extend just a few extra days so that I can conduct the wedding for Brian Whittier and his fiancée, Rebecca. It won't be here at the church. It'll be up at the Searles Castle, but we're looking forward to doing that. We'll literally do Brian's wedding on that Thursday. And then after dinner is over, Vernon and I will be hopping in the car and going up to Loon Mountain for our annual trip to the Highland Games. So until I see you again, and I hope that's very soon, take good care of each other. Take good care of yourself. And God bless you all.